Did you know that your brain reacts differently to masturbation than to sex with a partner? Quite an intriguing statement, isn't it? Well, in this video, we're going to explore the science behind these different reactions. We'll unwrap how masturbation, often viewed as a less talked about topic, can lead to feelings of loneliness and demotivation. This happens because when you engage in solo sexual activity, the bonding hormones released during ejaculation, which are meant to help you connect with a partner, end up leading to an open loop and a sense of emptiness. Conversely, sex with a partner stimulates different responses in our brain, promoting bonding and growth. This is a fascinating topic that shines light on aspects of our sexual behavior we rarely discuss openly. So if you find this topic intriguing, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and let's dive into the science behind our sexual behaviors. Now, let's talk about this concept of the empty loop that occurs when you masturbate. You see, the act of sexual climax, whether through intercourse or masturbation, triggers the release of certain hormones in the body, specifically oxytocin and prolactin. Now, these two hormones play a significant role in the overall sexual experience. Oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone or cuddle hormone, fosters feelings of intimacy, trust, and strengthens social bonds. Prolactin, on the other hand, is responsible for sexual gratification and contributes to feelings of relaxation and contentment post-ejaculation. These hormones are designed to encourage bonding between sexual partners. It's nature's way of encouraging us to form meaningful, lasting relationships. However, when there's no partner to bond with, as is the case during masturbation, these hormones have nowhere to direct their bonding energy. Imagine it like this. You're setting off a firework, expecting a beautiful display of light and color. But instead of shooting up into the sky, it explodes on the ground. There's still a bang, there's still light, but the spectacle is lost, and all that's left is a smoky aftermath. That's the empty loop. You've got all these bonding hormones flooding your system, but with no one to bond with, they just dissipate, leaving you feeling empty, alone, and unsatisfied. This isn't to say that the physical pleasure isn't there. Of course it is. That's the draw, isn't it? But that pleasure is fleeting, and what's left in its wake is a hollow feeling, a sense of loneliness. It's like eating junk food when you're really hungry. It fills you up for a moment, but soon enough, you're hungry again, and all you're left with is an empty calorie deficit and a craving for something more substantial. So, masturbation doesn't help you bond with yourself, but rather it leaves you feeling empty. It's an illusion of satisfaction that quickly fades, leaving behind an empty loop of loneliness and unfulfilled desire. Another crucial difference between masturbation and sex with a partner is what happens to your dopamine levels. Now let's delve a bit deeper into this fascinating world of neurochemicals. Dopamine, often called the feel-good hormone, plays an essential role in our sense of pleasure and reward. It's like the brain's own little cheerleader, encouraging us to pursue activities that bring us joy and satisfaction. During sexual activity, your dopamine levels skyrocket, creating an intense feeling of excitement and pleasure. It's this surge of dopamine that makes sex such a thrilling and rewarding experience. But here's the kicker. After ejaculation, dopamine levels don't just return to normal, they actually plummet below baseline levels. This sudden drop is what's known as the dopamine crash. You might have heard of the post-coital blues, the feeling of sadness or irritability that can sometimes follow sexual activity. That's the dopamine crash in action. It's a natural part of the sexual response cycle, but it can leave you feeling drained, demotivated, and even a tad melancholic. Now let's circle back to masturbation. Imagine experiencing this dopamine crash, but without a partner to provide emotional support or intimacy. Without someone to share in the post-coital glow, the dopamine crash can feel even more pronounced. The feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment are replaced by a sense of emptiness and loneliness. The cheerleader has left the building, and you're left feeling deflated and despondent. It's important to understand that this isn't about demonizing masturbation or making anyone feel guilty about their sexual habits. It's about understanding the different neurochemical responses involved in masturbation and sex with a partner. And understanding the potential emotional aftermath of the dopamine crash can help us make informed decisions about our sexual health. So, can you imagine how this dopamine crash can affect your mood and motivation? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now let's consider how masturbation affects your drive to seek a real sexual partner. Sexual intimacy is a powerful shared experience that can strengthen bonds between individuals. It's not just about the physical act itself, but the emotional connection that deepens with every shared climax. When you engage in a sexual relationship with a partner, you're not just sharing a physical act. You're sharing vulnerabilities, emotions, and a part of your very essence. This sharing can help you grow as an individual and as part of a pair, fostering a sense of unity and mutual understanding. However, when it comes to masturbation, the equation changes dramatically. There is no partner to share this experience with, no one to bond with, and no mutual growth to speak of. It becomes a solo act, driven by instant gratification rather than emotional connection or mutual growth. Let's delve deeper into this. Imagine a plant deprived of sunlight, struggling to grow in the shadows. This plant is you, and the sunlight is the potential for healthy sexual relationships. Masturbation, in this case, becomes the shadow that prevents your growth, keeps you away from the light of fulfilling relationships. Psychologically, this can have profound implications. It's like being stuck in a never-ending loop, where you seek physical satisfaction but miss out on the emotional fulfillment that comes from a shared sexual experience. This can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and a sense of being emotionally stuck. The drive to seek a real sexual partner can be overshadowed by the immediate gratification that masturbation provides. This can deter you from seeking out meaningful relationships, leading to a lonely existence devoid of the shared experiences that make life truly fulfilling. So you see, while masturbation might seem like a quick fix for sexual urges, it can actually create barriers to seeking out real, meaningful, and emotionally satisfying relationships. It might feel good in the moment, but in the long run, it can leave you feeling unfulfilled and emotionally empty. Therefore, while masturbation may seem like a harmless activity, it can actually have significant impacts on your emotional well-being and relationship-seeking behavior. So to wrap things up, we've journeyed through some significant aspects of how masturbation differs from sex with a partner. First, we acknowledged the empty loop of loneliness that masturbation can lead to. The bonding hormones oxytocin and prolactin, released during ejaculation, are meant to help us bond with a partner. Without a partner, this process can leave us with feelings of emptiness and isolation. Next, we explored the dopamine crash. This neurotransmitter, which gives us a sense of reward and motivation, plummets below normal levels after ejaculation. Without a loving sexual partner, this can leave us feeling low. Finally, we discussed how masturbation can impact our desire to seek out real sexual partners. Instead of fostering growth and connection, excessive masturbation can keep us from pursuing meaningful relationships. Remember, understanding our behaviors and their impacts on our well-being is the first step towards making better choices for ourselves. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed.